Alright, here we go, some Dredge. This is a keeper right here. Turn 1, Neonate, pitching the Dark Blast. Or just casting the Dark Blast. Oh, no. Not casting the Dark Blast. Playing the Neonate. We want to try to hit something on this first Dredge with the... Oh, we drew Stinkweed Imps, which is just even more insane. Hopefully set up a really good Faithless Looting on turn 2 or whatever. Have the Collective Brutality as well to clean up our hand. Playing against Tron. But seemingly not a great start from Tron. I should have done this at the end of his main phase. Not punished for it, but I should have done that at the end of his main phase, so if we hit an Argamiba and Prize Amalgam, it'll actually come back on his turn, so that we're able to use it. We don't have another Dredger there. I kind of just want a Brutality. Well, maybe we just loot because we have a second looting now. Yeah, it seems better. So we can still go off this turn. Great. Yeah, this seems better. It's going to be a pretty good turn 2. 7 damage, 8 power at least in play on turn 2. Possibly more. Easily could be more depending on how this Faithless Looting goes. Oh, we have no black manas. We've milled both Blood Crypts. That's actually pretty awkward. It's actually really awkward. Unfortunate. Unlucky even. Yeah, you got it, man. Crack the map. Is it a Bojuka Bog? Are you searching out Bojuka Bog? You're not, so that's trouble for you. Alright. Stinkweed Imp into? Oh yeah, Grave Troll. Alright, well we didn't get anything too insane out of it. So we have 8 power in play on turn 2, and more to come next turn. Because we can at least still flash back our Faithless Looting, even though we can't actually cast black spells. Here's all the Narcomoebas. Yep, that's a whole bunch of things that are coming into play. I agree. Life from below. Yes, please. Great, more Narcomoebas. I like it. All right. That's a lot of power. We have lethal next turn. So we'll see how this goes here. We have lethal next turn, which is good. Our opponent needs Pyroclasm. He doesn't have it, so he's dead. We'll play again. That's what you're supposed to do with Dredge. Your opponent can't interact and they die. What do we want here? Grudges are good. Thoughtseize, Inquisitions, very good. Spell Pierces could be good. Creature removal, pretty bad. Lightning Axe, gone. Brutality is actually not very good here. He's not going to have that many instants or sorceries. Dark Blast are real bad. Conflagrate's a decent fireball. Sort of cut the random pieces. As you do. I think this is fine. Give this one a shot. Possible we want the second Ancient Grudge, I'm not sure. On the draw, especially. Suspect there'll be a lot of Pyroclasms or Kozilek's Return or what have you here. You know, Wormcoil's Karn, the works. But if we have a good start, some of those things, like Karn, essentially is not very good against us if we have a good start. A Relic will be his graveyard hate of choice, I'm sure. So maybe we should have boarded in the other Ancient Grudge for that. I don't know. Given that we're up a game, I sort of like just being as aggressive as possible, since we don't know exactly what we're trying to beat with our sideboard yet. In this case, we can reasonably assume, but and we hedged against it a little bit, right? But yeah, he's going deep in his sideboard here, though, so we'll see how it works out. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about Dredge in the metagame right now. I think that it's good. But I don't know. Some of the games I've had playing it this week, it doesn't feel broken. It just feels good. And I'm not sure if you're playing an unfair deck in Modern that's where you want to be. This hand is, though. I'm keeping this. Turn 1 Inquisition, turn 2 Hugs. Could even be a very good Hugs. Happy Chandra. This is how you know they're succeeding in their storytelling. I know exactly what this card does, and I don't know anything about the story. Except that Tezzeret's in it. Tezzeret's sweet. And Nicol Bolas will be in the next block. Also that Chandra was very happy. Alright, what's he going to dig up with the Stirrings here? Or is this mine? Sure. So it's another game where our opponent doesn't have an Urza land on turn 1, which is good. See what we can, oh no. It's annoying. Right on time. It's not like we were going to stop it. Tormod script, huh? That's fine. Dredge can force people to pop their Gravy Heart pretty easily and rebuild. Like, just the Hugs is going to do it. What the heck? I see. Okay. Well, Tormenting Voice. Let's make his hand very bad. He has a World Breaker, a Talisman, and land. So... Yep. Looting. Alright, so... Alright, we'll go ahead and hug here. Then we'll have the looting to rebuild. Maybe we loot... See if we... The problem is if we loot first, it doesn't actually force him to do anything. That's fine, we'll pitch it. We're just gonna force him to use his, So it's 2 Amalgams and a Blood Gas. That's probably enough, right? It would have been a lot nicer if we'd hit a Narcomoeba here. Now I don't want to give up too much of our... Guess we have to. Narcomoeba? Good. Well, this will at least make him pop it. We are losing more than I would have liked, but we're losing Conflagrate, looting, 2 Amalgams, a Blood Gas, 2 Blood Gas. I mean, that's kind of rough, but his hand is nothing. We have Faithless Looting to rebuild. We have Dredgers to put in the graveyard. Nice, alright. I think, well, this gives us... Trying to figure out which color we want to leave up here. Good. Well, unfortunately don't have blue mana here. So otherwise this Spell Pierce could have been pretty good. Oh, he ripped the land he needed off the top of his deck, so we're near World Breakered. That's pretty good. Just ripped that Urzulander right on off the top. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll see if we can rebuild from this. Assume he gets our Black Source. Shocker. Okay. And it sucks. We can't flashback looting this turn. Yes, I could have played around that by playing this instead of the Copperline Gorge. There's a blood gas in there, so that's good. Yep, that means we get to try to start building the board up. That is important, as it turns out. Now that he's completed Tron and has 2 unknowns in hand, I don't feel great about our spot since he has lots of good draws now. But at least we're on the path to doing something, assuming we don't get blown out by something else here. Red at the end of the turn. Are we getting lightning bolted? Sure. Sweet lightning bolt. I don't know if it's how it's supposed to look on Magic Online, but it's an awesome looking lightning bolt. Like, there's obviously the player reward full art one, but this whole black border thing is new. Looks pretty good. He drew that. Alright. Pitch to Forest. So has a lot of mana. 4, 6, 7 mana still, so enough to cast anything he wants. Okay, well. At least on our turn, we get to dredge a lot. Ooh, that's aggressive. Alright. Alright, so Grave Troll in there, so we do actually get to dredge a lot. Alright, there's the Narcomoeba, which is good. I need to find the other deck, more salvage. Yeah, I don't know how we're doing here. We don't have a lot going on. We're trying hard, but we don't have a lot going on. How many blood gas? 1, 2? And another looting. So, oh, we have 8 cards left in our graveyard. Or 8 cards left in our library. Things to keep in mind. Alright, is the other Dakmor Savage gone then? Alright, so this is our exile pile. It's not. The other Dakmor Savage is still here. So we can find it. Sorry, I was leaning forward to read. We could find the other Dakmor Salvage. Maybe I was supposed to flash this back last turn. I don't know. To kill his talisman. Was our mana open to do that? Alright, well, we can mill enough. I shouldn't have that option, huh? We have to mill 6. Oh, what is that? It's life. Oh, I want some. Okay. Don't know how much we want to dredge, actually. Alright, well, life from the loam. I'm going to dredge that one for sure. Alright, this is a start. Alright, we'll swing in with the team. We're trying here. Alright, get the Steam, the Mana Confluence, I guess. The Copperline, the Stomp, and the Blood Crypt. So we can play the Mana Confluence and keep up Spell Pierce, or we could play Narcomoeba. Or I could play Tap Land and grudge his Talisman. I think I'm going to do that. See how this goes. I think I like taking him off mana here. This is mana and life efficient. Now we're going to get punished if... oh, discard, sure. So we're gonna get punished if he has like plays Worm Coil or whatever, and we use our Ancient Grudge on that. But this keeps him off some amount of mana here. Like importantly, it keeps him off of red mana, so we don't get Pyroclasm and lose a lot of our attackers. Also, so we have Conflagrate in our graveyard, and we're gonna have a bunch of cards in hand after Life from the Loam. So depending on how the next attack works out, we could kill him next turn. He drew more mana. So it's very dependent on what these two cards of his in hand are. Because we're going to have a lot of cards in hand next turn when we Conflagrate and do a bunch of damage with it. So, like, at least, I think 7, right? Maybe 8. So we'll go up to 8. We'll go up to then 10. Yeah, we can do a bunch of damage with it. I'm just going to take my Life from the Loam back here. Well, okay, let's actually count, right? So if he blocks this, he takes 4, 7, 8, and goes to 7. So we don't need to Life from the Loam this turn for it. If he were to Lightning Bolt one of our guys, is it enough then? Because we would have 8, which becomes 10, and we could do for 10. So if he blocked here, bolted that, he takes... Okay, yeah. He'd end up at 10 life. So the Conflagrate play after the Life from the Loam is lethal. Obviously, it's dangerous because of, we only have 2 cards left on our library, but that's fine. Let's get on in there and see what happens. I think we have him here. This card's very good. And it's one of the reasons Life from the Loam is so good in this version of the deck. If he just takes the hit, he's dead. Okay. Let's do it for 7. Discard. 1. No, we win. All right. Nice. Conflagrate burnout for the win. Good match, Tron. Good games. There you go. Dredge him out.